Hello and welcome. We are live here from our studios in Japan and you are watching Round 7 at Toyota GR Cup brought to you by Sector 7 Racing. Kurt Dunninger here, your host for today. I am super excited to be able to do this actually live with you guys. So it's Monday morning here in Japan and yeah, it's the first time that we do a live race this season. Super excited. I'm here in the lobby with the guys. They've been warming up and we're gonna get racing at the top of the hour. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm quite excited about today's race because we're gonna have a little bit of rain, I heard, according to the forecast, so that might be a change and that might mess things up a little bit, isn't it? We like when things get a little bit messy. Let's go here to the lobby with the guys. We have 9 drivers today so far that were able to make it to Austria. Weather forecast, means that some of them were not able to fly in. The airport was closed due to the rain forecast. But, we will do with this 9, and I know they're gonna put up a hell of a show for us. Your camera is on Beardface. I've heard someone sounding the horn in there, but nothing to worry about. And because we're doing this live, we have the keyboard, which means we have full controls here. I don't have to use the controller to jump from position to position. I can go straight to position 4, straight to position 2, just with the hit of the keyboard. And then I don't have to use this. I can change the cameras. See, I can go onboard, I can go third person, as you see Croatian going sideways. I can go back to the third person, start to the cinematic camera. This is awesome. I miss doing live broadcasts. Here in the chat, Full Speed Racing, that's MR40. Yes, tell the guys to wait a little bit. Right, so you're coming, you're gonna be the 10th driver today. Happy to have you here with us. Just asking in the chat for them to wait a little bit longer. We still have 7 minutes before qualification. And yeah, Beardface with the provisional pole position here, 56.381 with the Toyota GR Corolla. The second time this season that we are using the Corolla. I like the car. I thought it was a Yaris for some reason. Again, I keep thinking it's the Yaris. Croatian, the championship leader here in P2 by Egon and Estes, the top 4 right now. There's a couple of guys that are in the pit, so then the game doesn't show them in their true position. In the meantime, let's have a look at the calendar here. So like I said, we are at Red Bull Ring, the Austria GP here, Sector 7 Racing, Toyota GR Cup. First race, Red Bull short circuit with the Toyota GR Corolla, as we have just seen. And the second race of the day will be the full Red Bull Ring with the GR3s of their choice. Remember, we're just past round 7. So this is round 7, we're past the halfway point, so drivers can change their preferred GR3 cars. I'm quite excited about a rain race and to see some new cars. And talking about the championship, these are the current standings after round 6. Croatian stretching his championship lead by 52 points. That is a huge lead. With 1 drop-off round already applied, we have 2 drop-off rounds in the results. Beardface, he gained 1 position in the last round, and Krulov as well, 1 position up for him. So they are P2 and P3 in the championship respectively. Very close to each other, only 4 points. 4 points is nothing, considering we still have effectively 6 rounds to go. 6 more races. Then Class 40, he is being relegated to P4. He's the one here in the chat asking the guys to wait a little bit because he is coming. let's have a race with 10 guys today. I like that. And then we have Bells in 5th, Demcat aka Estes, 6th, then Living Ring, Chevy, Colby, and Egon, your top 10 in the championship. So Croatian, he's getting away with it there up front. But the battle for P2 and P3, it's still wide open there between Beard and Krulov, and then Maz 40 and Bells. They're also quite closing points, a little bit distance from third position, but you know, who knows? Everything can still happen. We're back to the broadcast here now. Just got word that we're starting at the top of the hour. So whoever else wants to join, better be quick. Bell's going sideways there into the penultimate corner. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners in this track. It's turn 5 there. My opinion, one of the hardest corners of this this track. Gotta tighten a little bit. Anyone make? What did he say? Let's just go to chat here. Brake balance, right? Colby's saying that brake balance is not working. There's no brake balance for this race. Let's just go back here to the racing rules then. So these are the rules for today. So there is BOP, there's no brake balance enabled for this race. Only for the next race. 10 minutes qualifying, 25 minutes lap. The laps here are under 1 minute each lap. So under 1 minute per lap, so this is gonna be quick, and no rain forecast here for the sprint race. That's not too much of a problem for them, but I saw there were some clouds earlier on. I think the dynamic weather was getting some clouds in. That's fair enough, nothing to worry about. So we are on board here with Astis now. The only thing with the keyboard, you can get to this camera, you cannot get to this camera, unfortunately, straight from the keyboard. But that's fine, you know, that's just a little detail. We still don't have the replay because we are in the qualification, but then we have actual race replay during the race. Some argument here in the chat about brake balance. Apparently there's no brake balance for road cars. Some promotion here about brake balance. Some people say it's in the book. We just saw here in the race details. There's no brake balance. I don't know. But 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Minutes qualifying. So Beardface down to 56 now, the fastest lap. That is not half bad. Christian's stopping there now at the start-finish line. And if his car broke down, or he's just simulating a launch. 4th gear, mate. He's gonna try it again. Look at him go there, practicing some standing stars. Car's bouncing funny there a little bit. Krulov about to start. I am ready to go as well. Ready for the qualification to start. Round 7 of Toyota GR Cup brought to you by Sector 7 Racing. We are in Austria and the qualification is about to start for the amateur division. First man out of the pits is the championship leader, Croatian. Get some clean air, can put in those hot laps. Clever to come out of the pits early. It says here that Bells is the second out of the pits, but it's not quite, as you can see here. The game always bugs before the first sector. But don't worry, we're gonna go with the S's here for now. We have 10 drivers today. S is supposedly the last one. Yes, just passed by the sector there. So who is the first on the track? Yes, it is Croatian indeed, opening his hot lap. Eagle comes behind, Beard. Oh, Kobe starting his hot lap with a penalty already. So this track is very easy to get a penalty. Here in turn 1, if you go too deep into the curbs here on the inside, you get a penalty. And on the final corner as well, turn 6, it's very easy to get a penalty by going a bit too wide. Well, turn 5 as well, 5 and 6. If you go too wide, you end up getting a penalty. King of Clubs here with us, getting a little bit of grass. Chevy right behind him. MR Racing with us, 1 second penalty. What has he been doing here, man? Going way over the track limits. Bells, Krulov, then Estes, last one out of the pits. So the car is super light here. The first hot lap of the day is a 56.9. Well, Beardface has already peaked it at 56.365. We have 10 minutes for qualification, so it's about 10 laps, give or take. Is the replay working? Yes, we have the replay. Look at this. The replay, and now we have the clock as well for the qualification. Est is putting himself in P2 so far here. His first hot lap is a 56.8. It's not bad. It's just over a 10th better than Croatian. Egon is the first of the drivers in the 57s. So I think 56 is the way to go. Now, tire degradation for this race is really small. But we have seen in other sprint races people going overboard with the tires and ended up on the wire on a sprint race, which was a little bit unexpected. But if there's a track where this can happen again fairly easily, this is the track, because it's pretty much an oval here, so to speak. It's just turning right, and yeah, your rear left tires will have all the weight. The front left a little bit as well, but I think the rear left is gonna suffer the most here. Well, maybe the front because they're braking as well, right? I don't know exactly how the traction split is for this car. It's a 4-wheel drive, the GR Corolla Burrito edition. But we'll see. Little bit of sideways moment there from Kobe. You see how he almost goes into the green bit. That's a penalty for sure if you get into the green bit. And here as well, if you get over the four wheels on the green bit, that's a penalty for you. Into the 57s he goes, strong Kobe, improving his time. But Beardface, 56, 56, you know, quite consistent there. But no further improvement. Estes has improved a little bit during his second lap, and Croatian is currently sitting in third with the 56.9 as well. So this is going to be an interesting race, and then we're gonna see how do they fare in the rain. Tidier in there. Oh, big improvement there by Croatian, 56.5. That's 4/10 improvement for him in that lap. Egan also with a personal best. sideways in T1 there for Croatian. So that's a 4/10 improvement still. 1.5 away from Beardface, but now almost 2/10 in front of Estes. King of Clubs, MR Racing, and someone else there with improved PBs as well. So down here, this is the 57 crew, doing 57, 57, 57.9 for Tron Colby. You can see the clouds starting to move over the racetrack. So King of Clubs is the only man struggling to get into the 57s. And let's see how the race will go. A little bit of traffic there. Crew Lab got out of the way. So we see clouds, but I don't think there's going to be a roll sideways moment. Who was that in there? I think it was MR Racing. It's going super sideways. Proper rallycross style. Talking about rallycross, if I remember well, the first ever RX GT season race was here in Red Bull Ring back in 2020, I think it was. I don't remember, that was a long time ago. Good old days. You guys seem to be having a lot of fun here going sideways. It might not be the quickest way around the track. Well, still quick actually. MR Racing is improving. And if you can throw something sideways, it's this type of cars here. Just, hot hatches, 4-wheel drive. Everybody coming with penalties. It's going to be a hell of a penalty fest. There should be an extra point for clean race for these guys. It's an incentive. Kobe with an improvement there, 57.7. Also Chevy. So Chevy is down here in 7th. After the improvement, Kobe improved, but not by a lot, 2/10 improvements. But still only a 9th place. And our friend King of Clubs, still the 58s, 58-1, 2 laps in a row, then had a penalty lap. Tires lighting up a little bit there in turn 6 for the Beardface. I'm going to see a lot of that today. People pushing the cars really hard. So that final corner, you need to see how much you slow down so you can maximize the angle of attack. And I think with these cars, because they don't have as much downforce, you have to go a slow in and a fast out. Like brake a little, like come from a higher angle, then you turn sharp, try to attack the curb as much as you can, and not go open like you do with the GR3 and with the GR4 car. The cars have a bit more downforce. You can afford to take a smoother angle. Bell's improving a little bit so far. Let's see how he closes this lap. 1 minute to go. This guy should have another lap and a half, maybe. If they're lucky, you know, they can have one more lap. Hot lap. Although these guys definitely have a whole lap. Not sure if they're gonna be able to cross in time for a second one. There goes Bells. 7.7, no improvement that I think he's not gonna get to open another lap, but King of Clubs just improved himself to P8 with a beautiful 57.457. It's a penalty now, but doesn't matter. Oh, he's in the wall. Scheisse, what happened here? We're gonna go to the action replay. This camera here. Did someone or he just gave up? Yeah, I think he just having a laugh. Now just flex the replay here. Kobe with another improvement there. Oh, only 200ths of a second behind the King of Clubs for Tron Kobe, but that's not good enough for P8. He can still close another lap. Bells improves his personal best. He's in 6th place. We're gonna check the qualification results in a bit. And Mas 40 also improved there. Well, he's P7 now with 200s in front of Krulov. Very, very tight qualification here for the far back of the grid. We will see the full results in a bit. Beardface just crossing the finish line. All very close to improving. Who else is on a hot lap? There's Egon. I think that's it. Kobe should have been the last one. Yes, the timer is going down. Righto, let's see the qualification results. Pole position, Beardface with a 56.365. Good lap. Croatian in 2nd, then Estes, Egon, Chevy. All within a second of the pole position, and Bells just over a second, 1.002. MR Racing Krulov, then King of Clubs and Tron Kobe. So Kobe's gonna start from the back. Everybody there into the 57s. The only people in the 56s are the top 4. Interesting results so far. Let's just go here to the rules one more time here. So 25 laps to go, and that's it pretty much. Oops, just going back here. The broadcast is ready. We're just waiting for this to start, for everybody else to be ready in the chat as well. Let me know in the chat who you're cheering for and who you think is gonna take this one. Is the championship leader Croatian going to stretch his legs even further, or someone's going to upset him? Beardface is back. He missed a couple of races, you know, and we know he is very quick as well. He's currently sitting in P2 in the championship. Right, race is about to start. Welcome to our studios in Tokyo. You're watching Rallycross GT, and this is Toyota GR Cup, brought to you by Sector 7 Racing, Round 7 Amateur Division. The race 1, the sprint race, is about to start. I think I saw jump start there in the back. The red lights are, oh, jump start again. And here we go, Beardface starting the pole position. Very good start from him, from everybody there in the front, the top 4. Beardface shuts the inside. Croatian trying to find a good route there to avoid contact. It's a very short race here down to turn 2 because it's the short track layout. But Beardface with a very good start there up front, followed by Croatian, Estes, Bells, and MR Racing managed to get a few positions there. Up to P5 already. Krulov, Egon, King of Clubs, Kobe, and Chevy. I think Chevy was the one with the jump start. Let's go back to the front. Have Croatian already breathing that like a Beardface that goes sideways there into turn 5. We're gonna have a lot of sideways moments in this race. I'm telling you guys, racing with road cars is so much fun. And S is already picking up a 1 second penalty. You need to be really careful here. A penalty can cost you the race. Throwing back again to Rallycross GT's first ever season. The race was decided on a penalty in the last corner. Everything can happen here in Red Bull Ring in that last corner, so you need to keep your 4 wheels out of the green bit. Beardface with a half a second penalty, half a second gap over Croatian. Then Estes about to pay the 1 second there. We're gonna get overtaken by these 2 guys. not yet. 1 second didn't cost him that much here yet. As we approach the corner, S has got the inside, managed to shut the door. Whoa, 1 second penalty, not too bad here in Red Bull Ring, huh? At least with these cars. S is holding to P3. Bells and Emma Racing going almost side by side. Bells now picks up a half a second penalty. Emma Racing going to the inside. He's gonna have to brake early though. Can he make it work? Nope, not yet. A little bit of contact there into turn 1. Emma Racing trying to find space on the inside again. Bells and S's with the penalties. Just take it easy, just be patient. And another half a second penalty for Bells. Ooh, double penalties, man. That's harsh. So Emma Racing goes up to P4 and a little bit more there. Estes with a half a second penalty. Not yet, not gonna pay this lap. Lucky. And Emma Racing. Here are the two front runners. Oh, 1 second for Croatian. That is not good. That's not good. Just keep your nose clean. You might have to just get a good race. Let's see here. I don't have the replay of the start. I'm going to save it. It's fair enough to see who picked up who had the jump start. From the back, we have Chevy. Oh, we have a bit of action here. At the back of the pack. This is a very short track, so it's going to be a lot of overtaking. Chevy going on the inside, takes from Kobe. Can he get king of clubs as well? Club shuts the door. Oh, a little bit of contact. Contact from behind, but both still on the track. Chevy goes for the switch there, managed to get past. There's still half a car in front. Chevy's got the advantage. Oh, Kobe's super late on the brakes. Bit of a sideways moment for him. Clubs on the inside for turn 6. I think Chevy went a little bit too deep in there into the curbs. Might get a penalty. Yes, he does. This is going to be a hell of a penalty fast. Beard face now. 56.4 fastest lap with half a tank. He qualified as 56.3. He's flying here. And Croatian after the penalty, 3 seconds away from the race leader. Estes not too far back. Pay the penalty and Emma Racing. Now 1.8 back. Krulov now with the penalty is going to paint the next lap. This track's got only 2 sectors. Oh, that's probably going to get a bigger penalty there. I think that was too wide. It was safe. So because this track's got only 2 sectors, if you get penalty in sector 1, you're gonna pay in sector 2. But if you get the penalty in sector 2 already, which is after turn 2, you only pay it in the next lap. So that can be convenient sometimes, but you know, in the final lap, this might cost you quite a bit. Oh, there you go. Krulov gets another half a second penalty. See the weather changing a little bit, getting cloudy here in Red Bull Ring. But no rain forecast as far as I'm aware for this race. Oh, super sideways there, 4 bells, beautiful. Throwing the car around. And he went almost with the 4 wheels into the curb. I think these guys are more used to driving the GR3, GR4s and struggling a little bit to make the most of these road cars. It is what it is. You know, some people specialize in different types of machinery. And the light is going down here at Red Bull Ring. Some of the drivers are already with the headlights on. See their beard face. So I was told that definitely rain happened in the main race, but cannot see the forecasts here right now. I wonder. Although these sport softs, they do quite well with a little bit of rain. At least for the speeds in this track, it should be fine. Championship leader Croatia is struggling a little bit with pace and to keep away from the penalties in this race. There you go, he picked up the penalty in sector 1, like turn 1. He's gonna have to pay it already in this lap. Estes is 1.3 seconds behind, I think. 1.5 now. I think gap's going up. Maybe Croatian safe. So from 1.7 down to 0.6 into the corner. Just look at the difference, how wide they go between Croatian and Estes in turn 5 as well. I think Estes is quicker in the second part of the track. Croatian is quicker in that S-band, like turns 2, 3, 4. A little bit of action going on here in the background as well. Egan holding on to P4 against Bells. Bells got a 1 second penalty. That's going to cost him several positions. MR Racing, he was higher up if I remember right. I don't know if he lost positions due to penalties or he went off 58.9 the last lap. It could have been a penalty, might as well. And the penalties are gonna cost so much here in this track. MR Racing going behind there, trying to get the slip from Bells, but that's not really a good idea here with this short space to swerve to the right to get a half a second of slip while the guy's braking. That promotes him to P5 though. Canadian Brazilian Egan holds on to P4. Right, Estes and Croatian. Estes needs some good results as well to close into the podium for the overall championship. Because I'll check again later. I think it might have been Estes and Beardface. Indeed, I think P2 and P3 in the championship. Double check that. Oh, that's definitely a penalty for Estes. Now it went super wide. It's not a penalty for Estes. Let's see that one more time though. Look at that. Like all the 4 wheels over the white line into the curves. That's not a penalty, fair enough. Track limits in this game are really loose. Sometimes, you know, it's a half a second penalty, sometimes a 1 second, sometimes it's nothing. Go figure. Beardface almost every single lap into the 56s. Working like clockwork here. As he's about to open lap 12, we're just under the halfway point here in this race. Croatia with the fastest lap of the race now. 56.347. That is awesome lap. That is almost as quick as qualification. I think it was 3.65. So Croatian quicker in the race than Beardface was in qualification. Actually, that is impressive. I wonder if the guys are using the handbrake here for this race though. Because they're going seriously sideways here. The gap between Croatian and Beardface has gone down to 2.5 seconds now. Beardface had some 3 point something at a point. Croatian has been going really quick. 57.6 here again for Beardface. I don't know if that was a mistake. It wasn't a penalty, we didn't see any penalty for him. That was probably a mistake. And combine that with the amazing lap from Croatian, close the gap quite well. No changes here in the top 3. Then they have 8.3 seconds to Egon. That's coming in P4. Egon's got a solid, so to speak, 1.5 seconds gap. But look here behind, 3 drivers side by side. Emma Racing just picked up a penalty again from turn 1 with Bells and Krulov breathing down his neck. So that half a second penalty sure is going to cost Emma Racing a penalty. And look at Bells changing lanes there, trying to defend, trying to attack. Emma Racing going to stay in the racing line. Oh, he's not paying the penalty in this lap. Lucky. Super sideways there into turn 5. To the final corner here. Turn 6. Still the little convoy. Let's go here on board with Krulov, watching this fight from the VIP seat. Oh, we see Emma Racing going super wide. Let's get back to the action camera. He goes super wide there. Loses 2 positions. And a 1 second penalty. The penalty is going up. Oof. That's no good. So good stuff there for Krulov and Bells. Got a position kind of for free. Emma Racing pays a penalty, loses a ton of time. Let's check our friends here further at the back. Chevy in P8, Kobe his 9th, a little bit further back in King of Clubs. A couple of laps into the 57s, he's not doing too bad, but he's not able to maintain the pace of the guys in front. Yeah, everybody able to go into the 57s in here, but there's more 58s here than 57s for King of Clubs. It's quite far away from being lapped yet, so that's good. The race goes on. Weird Face holding on to the lead. Clocking more 56s in there, but Croatian is now closing the gap. I think he's found the rhythm of the car. 56.5 in the last lap. That is decent versus the 56.6 here. And the 56.8 in the previous lap. The pressure is starting to mount on Beard Face because the championship leader wants to take another race win. Penalty for Estes in the background. And Egon there, his gap is going up a little bit. Oh, 1.5 seconds for Bells. The guys are really struggling here. Let's see how it's going to be in the next race as well, the main race with the GR3s. Are they going to pick up fewer penalties because they are used to that type of car? But when the rain hits, is that going to get worse? We'll see. So the gap is almost under 2 seconds now for the first time since the start of the race. Between Croatian and the race leader, Beardface. We still have another 7 laps to go. Super sideways, lighting up the tires there, Croatian. Estes with a solid 3rd. No trouble for him from behind. Egan as well, just keeping himself there. Tied at 57, 57, 57. He got into the 56 for qualification. You know, but he does not need to push too much here. The guys behind, Krulov, just got into the 56s now for the first time in this race. But he's 3 seconds behind. If they keep going at this pace, he's going to save into P4. Bells blasting here through turn 5 and turn 6 as well. Yes. Emma Racing coming late into the lobby, but he's here. That's what matters. P7 for now. with Ignite and King of Clubs. Last but still here, not giving up. Really appreciate the guys that still coming here every single week for this. You know, we had an almost full lobby in the first race of the season, and then you know, life gets in the way. People also get demotivated because they are not winning. It is what it is. It's tough to run a championship like this. Let's hope that more people come in the next few races. Stumpy GT McNaughty stream is bad. Clean video here. I wonder if it's connection problems or something else, but glad to have you here, Stumpy GT. I am very, very good. A beautiful sunny day here in Tokyo, the RX GT studios. In Croatian, going purple sector here, lap 19. The gap has gone up. I had a 58.4. There's probably a penalty there. I think the only man without a penalty today is Beardface. I am not entirely sure what's going on, but that's the only guy with no penalties. 56.9. 56.4 here. Good lap by Croatian. S is in the 56.7 again. So these three guys, they're quick. The gap to Egon, 10 seconds. I was going up, but also between Egon and Bells, 5 seconds. Oh, just an overtake here. Just saw it changing here on the side. Krulov puts the car on the inside. Oh, going for the switch there, Bells. Managed to get the inside ahead of turn 2. Can he keep the car in front? Oh no, the penalty, 1 second, I was gone up. So Bells is going to lose that position, and MR Racing right behind picked up a half a second as well. That's good for Krulov. He's very kindly hosting today's lobby. There he goes. This race is like a roulette. So many penalties. You see how far they're going. That's definitely a penalty for those guys behind. They went fully into the green bit, and MR Racing went into the red bit there. Okay, that's a 1.5 seconds. A compound penalty. That's perfect for the two corners and Bells as well. 1.5 second penalty for both of them. Ouch. They're not going elbows out in here, but this reminds me of the good old days of Rallycross GT. I do miss running Rallycross style races here in Gran Turismo. GRB cars, sports soft tires, pure madness. Still have the races in my channel. Watch through the whole, I think it was like 5 seasons that we've done. It's been a long time. Oh, and there we go! Beardface with the penalty. No! There goes a clean sheet. He's stained now as well. Oh no. Thanks for the sub, Stumpy. Really appreciate the support. And yes, this is a penalty fast. This track here. And again, I think it's a track and a car combination here. The guys, most people are not used to racing road cars, especially racing in tracks like this. And the Force is also the sport soft tires. You know, they're not used to the lack of grip, the different type of grip, 4-wheel drive car, different horsepower, different braking power, and so on. You know, and then yeah. Up taking a different racing line. 1 second penalty for Croatian. He's got a 3 second gap to Estes, and 2.5 laps to go. Everything to play for, even for Beard here. 3.7 seconds. If he picks up another nasty penalty here, mate, everything can go down the drain. Let's just do one more pass here on the grid. Beardface, Croatian, Estes, Egon, Krulov. Oh, now there's a big gap here between MR Racing and Bells there fighting for P6 and 7. Then, oh, what happened here? Swear I saw him racing in the grass. Chevy, Kobe, and King of Clubs. Your trend drivers here for today. Beardface with another penalty. The concentration levels are going down, and the penalties are starting to appear. 1.5 laps left to go. Croatian with another penalty. Where's the S's as well? Picked one. Oh no. S's missed out on this. Oh, and another one going up to 1 second. Completely missed out on the opportunity to take P2 from Croatian here. Still not over. Let's see what happens. Here's a pro tip. With a 4-wheel drive car like this, put 2 wheels in the dirt when you're gonna pay the penalty to minimize the friction. It's still gonna be good and keep the car on the track, you know, but you can lose less time with the penalty that way. Just dip the wheels in the dirt while the car is slowing down. Be careful not to spin. Yeah, so road cars here, sport softs for everyone. Final lap of the race, Beardface for the final time here with the GR Corolla coming around this sequence of corners, leading from start to finish, pole position. Gonna go for it's not a clean sweep here because Croatian has the fastest lap, but it's a very good job there from Beardface. Turn 5, oh, super sideways moment there for him. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sideways to 36 zone, and he's gonna take the win from start to finish. Sounding the horn to celebrate already. Beardface wins here in Red Bull Ring. Round 7 amateur division. Croatian takes second with S's. Very, very close. Eben's going to be very happy with this P4. It's a good result for him. Flashing the lights to celebrate as well. Who will take 5th? That's Krulov. Krulov takes 5th with Emma Racing. Any penalties here for this two? No. Emma Racing and Bells. Good. Chevy in 8th. And we have Tron Colby coming around now. Oh, picked up a penalty there. Final corner. See, if someone was right behind him, he would have lost the position. Then King of Clubs, last man standing. What a race, Beardface, with a display of greatness here today. Takes the race win. I'm gonna save the replay just in case. Here are the race results for you. Beardface, Croatian, Estes, your top 3, Egon, Krulov, Emma Racing, Bells, Chevy, Tron, Kobe, and King of Clubs. Sprint race, done and dusted. That was quite exciting. A lot of penalties, a lot more than I ever anticipated. Should start actually practicing for those races. Yeah, man, coming in without practice is tough. A little bit of practice, you know, it helps. But yeah, especially with this different cars. Bell's asking for 5 minutes. Right, we're gonna have a quick break as well in the broadcast. Well, I need to have my pit stop, and then when we're back, we're gonna have the main race of the day. I'll leave you guys with a quick commercial. See you guys in a bit. We're back here to the Rallycross GT Studios in Japan as the drivers are getting ready for the main race of the day. GR3 cars now, full track and rain. Let's have a quick look at the racing rules here for the main race. Selected GR3 cars. So this is round 7. Some drivers now have changed their car of choice. I'm gonna go through that in a bit and see who's got new cars from what I remember. 29 laps. There is brake balance and there is aero settings open as well for this. Evening, interesting, and rank 4. I think this is equal condition off. Okay, so there is variable rank, as it states here in the little starting here. Rank during the race and random. Okay, so at the grand finale at Fuji GP, we're gonna have some proper solid rank, and then Spa later as well in the calendar. But today we have rank from the start. We're gonna start very shortly. Just got notice here from the guys. I am ready. See the guys warming up. Most of them with intermediate tires from the start. You can see the amount of water on the track there on the left. Broadcast is ready. Just waiting for the guys. Beards are always the best. Stampede GT. Oh, I used to have a nice bushy beard as well, but I went for a trim. Just growing again a little bit. Yeah, I shaved again 2 days ago. Yeah, it's hot here in Japan, man. Summer here is disgusting. Summer, hot and humid. It's not fun. So, went for a clean look. King of Clubs is on soft tires and Chevy as well on soft tires. Interesting. Interesting. With this amount of water on the track. The water might go up, the water might go down. We'll see. Welcome to Rallycross GT. You're watching Sector 7 Racing Toyota GR Cup. We're here in Austria, round 7. Ready for the main race of the day here with the amateur division. Reverse grid for the top 7 drivers. PhD Bells pulling the train. And here we go. Most of the drivers with the intermediate tires. But we've seen some people going with softs. We can see some people trying to go on the inside there. That's Egon. Trying to go to make some moves already. That's a very nice start there from these guys. Bells was a little bit too wide, allows Emma Racing to put the car on the inside. The flashy chrome front legs is there. The next corner will favor Emma Racing. Can he stay on the inside? No, he can't. Slots behind Bells. Everybody here from using traction control with the GR3s and this much rank. Krulov in P3, Assets, Croatian up to P5. Good, Kobe. Chevy, Beardface lost several positions. What happened to Beardface? King of Clubs and Egon at the far back. Lost even more positions there, Egon. Disaster for them as we see Emma Racing. Oh, Bells fights back. Changing pushes going side by side here in the rain. This is the amateur division, but these guys are not amateurs. They race really well. And really clean as well. That's very important. So Emma Racing takes the lead and stays there now. As we're about to finish the first lap. As he's gonna get a bit of a sideways moment there. Any penalties here for these guys? Emma Racing, Bells, Krulov, Estes and Croatian, your top 5. They're starting to run away already, separate from the back of the pack. Look at Pels going on the inside. Tries to make the move, but loses a little bit of time there at the corner exit. Emma Racing holds on to the lead. Emma Racing, very fast guy as well, took a couple of wins in the first few rounds of the season. Apparently not putting too much hours of practice before the races, and then that's compromising his results. Nice move there from Croatian over Estes. Let's have a look here as they come into the hairpin. Late in the brakes there, Estes got caught up in the commotion. Croatian took advantage of that. And the penalty fast has begun. Race leader Emma Racing, half a second penalty. Half a second in the ring is not that much actually. The cars slide a little bit. And don't lose as much time as in the dry. But that's gonna cost him the position. Yes, it will. Krulov storms past. Krulov, the new race leader. Emma Racing, Pels, Croatian and Estes. These are the top 5 in the championship as well. Well, we have Beardface, but Beardface is down here in 8th. What happened? .138 a lap. It's a good lap. There from Beardface. Well, 36 from these guys up front, 38. We know Beard is really quick. It's probably the traffic there, struggling to get past Chevy. Chevy's in the 38s as well. So Beard needs to... Okay, Chevy's on Racing Soft. Beard as well on Racing Softs. Interesting. Also, King of Clubs and Eagle. That is why they're losing so much time. They're hoping that the ring is going to pass, and they are not going to lose time in the pit stops. The pit stops here at Red Bull Ring are notoriously long. I think this is a race, it's a wet race from the start, but the weather will change, the weather will improve, and that's what those 4 guys were counting on. I don't know. I mean, let's see. The water levels are going down a little bit. Chevy's the first one of the soft tires, right? And he's 12 seconds. 12 seconds is good, man. They're losing 2 seconds per lap, though. There's only 3 laps. It's almost past the threshold where softs are gonna be better. So, yeah, maybe. If the track dries up in less than 6 laps, there you go, 36.5 from these guys. Croatian did a 35.2. The track is drying up and they got the best tires for now. But I think the guys on the dry, they're starting to take some advantage here. Oh, this is interesting. That's why I love rain races. I like a little bit of chaos. I like a little bit of unpredictability. Forces the guys to adapt. Pels now down to P5 behind Estes. And look who's closing in, that's Kobe. Kobe was further back, well, 36, 2 laps in a row. Still the Mercedes. Closing the gap. It's good to see that from Kobe. Looks like there's some parts of the track they're wetter than others. So if you can keep on the game's ideal tread line, one thing that is true here in GT7, the track dries up, yes, but it's not where the cars are passing. The track dries up on the predefined racing line, which is not always the fastest line or where the cars are going, which is a shame. 35.0 for Krulov, Croatian even quicker. 34.7, but you can see now some parts of the track are below the line that says the intermediate is the best tire. Chevy into the pits. Picked up some damage there. The pits are super wet. So Beardface picked up some damage. I think he hit the back of Chevy. Was it? I don't know. What is he doing? What's he gonna put on? Fuel, okay. Mediums. He's putting mediums already. Ah, 3 seconds penalty. That's not cool. Oh, but the pits is so wet. So wet. Going for an early pit stop is not ideal. Right, so that's 5 laps already with the track wet-ish. Tron Colby is closing the gap. Beardface now 37.1. He's improving, he's going quicker. Then have King of Clubs. King of Clubs, fastest lap of the race, 34.406. The track seems to be drying up because we know he's not diminuting or anything. King of Clubs is not the fastest guy in the grid, but he's got the fastest lap of the race right now. He's going faster than the championship leaders that are on the rain tires. So the track is now favoring the slicks. By the looks of it, there's no more spray in the racing line. Beardface now with the fastest lap, 34.2. Right, the track has officially dried up. 14 seconds between Beard and Emma Racing, who now leads this race. But look how worn out the intermediates are already. So now it's a matter of how long more they want to push these tires, and now pit strategies are going to be pretty chaotic because they're not going to be stopping everybody in the same pit window anymore. And then we have Chevy already with the medium tires. This is going to be very interesting. Normally we have 2 tire compound requirements for this race because it was a wet start. No tire requirements, you can go with whatever you want. Chevy's going for 2 compounds already, fair enough. Some of the other guys might go soft. We'll see. And let's see as well how long these guys are going to stay out for. They have the intermediates. It's going to be good to enter the pits because the pit lane is still super wet. But the pit exit's going to be wet and they're going to come out on cold slicks. That's not going to be pretty. A little commotion here in turn 1. Sideways moments for Croatian and Krulov. Krulov with the GTR, super close. On board with him as he tries to get past Croatian early on the brakes. Down to first gear. Lost a little bit of contact there, down to the hairpin. Better safe than sorry. This is a long race. Lap 7 out of 29. Croatian is actually putting some pressure on Emma Racing. We know Emma Racing is quick as well, especially with the GR3s. Some bits of the track, as soon as you go a little bit out of the racing line, still wet enough where the intermediates are still good, still useful. But now they're clocking 35s, while Beard just did another 33.0. So they're gonna have to go in pretty soon, I think, because they are starting to lose time now. Let's see here. 10 seconds between Beard, and he's already catching up with Tron Colby. Tron Colby is the last of the intermediate tire drivers. King of Clubs a little bit further back, even, and Chevy's got the medium tires, remember that. First man to go into the pits. Now here's the thing. Beardface is gonna have to put the car in the wet bit outside the racing line to get past Colby. Is the track dry enough for that? Porsche versus Mercedes. So Beard is coming super quick, especially at corner exits. Oh, this moment there for Tron Colby. He's in the grass. Too much power out of the corner, and the pressure for the bearded man breathing down his neck, rubbing the beard like this on his neck. And Colby, look at that, early in the throttle, managed to avoid the full spin there. Kept the car facing forward. Goes up Croatian into the pits. Croatian, the first of the intermediate tire drivers to go into the pits. The championship leader goes in early. He decides that the intermediates are no longer fast enough. That's 35-second laps for these guys, while Beardface was in a 32.9. And 33.9, for example, for King of Clubs. Croatian puts, soft puts. Where is he coming out? See how much wetter it is there in the pit exit. Comes down in 7th, right in front of Egan. So there's 22 here and Beardface. 6 seconds. So that is like some 16 seconds. 16 seconds behind Beardface. Croatian came back. Now it's going to be difficult to come up with predictions for the rest of the race based on this tire strategy. I don't know how long the softs are going to last. Probably Beard is going soft. Probably soft. I think Chevy went in early. Chevy started on softs, if I remember well, and then he put the mediums. I think the mediums in the rain would have been way too slow, so maybe that it would have been worth starting on the inters if he was planning to stop and put mediums that early in the race and go the distance. That's why he put fuel as well. Right. The other top 3 drivers also pitting in. Bells is the only one that has not pitted yet of the front runners. Everybody put in the softs. Look at Bell's tire wear now. It's clocking 34s. Super slow in the corner, super late on the throttle. Easy prey for the man with the beard in his face. Porsche versus Toyota. Still has very good grip there, even where the track is still a little bit moist. It's not moist enough anymore. And there he goes, makes quick work of PHC Bells. He needs to go in very soon as well. It's not worth staying out anymore. I mean, the only advantage is that now maybe the pit exit's a little bit drier because people have passed there, like pretty much everybody else has gone to the pits, dried it up, so when he comes out in slicks, he's not going to be so vulnerable. And he's staying out. Bell is staying out. Okay. That's brave. Let's see how that goes. Right, Beardface, his tires, but a quarter in, so he's definitely going softs in this race. House King of Clubs is doing well. And now Croatian is now 17 seconds from Beardface. Croatian is flying. He's probably gonna get King of Clubs quite soon. Yeah, 35 the last lap for King of Clubs. I think Croatia's gonna get him. Then you have Egon, he used softs. He's got blinkers on. And Emma Racing and Krulov. They're for fresh tires. Estes as well. Kobe put mediums. Okay. So Kobe decided to put mediums and go the rest of the race without stopping again. He didn't put fuel though. Is he gonna last? And he's got the other man with the mediums right behind him. So interesting strategy here. They're clocking 33s, both of them. It's not too bad. Let's go back here to P4 Croatian. As he chases the king with the clubs. Last race we saw some great racing from King of Clubs, really putting up some strong defense, hard to pass. Croatia goes around the outside there. Good pass. Croatia is a very fast guy. 31.8 the last lap, fastest lap of the race. It's a 34.8, it's 3 seconds difference. Wow. Egan holding on to P5, Emma Racing with a fresher soft. He's coming in. Where's Beardman? 32.1. It's a good lap still. Very good lap. He got 6 seconds gap to Bells, who is still out. Bells is still out with the 1 second penalty now. He's got a 9-second gap to Croatian. So the gap between Croatian and Beard stopped going down so much. Too early to call, but maybe Beard's got this one. So far it looks like his strategy and his pace are good, solid. Oh, Bells goes really wide. That's going to be a hell of a penalty there for him now. He has 0 grip now. 0 grip. 1.5 seconds penalty. 0.5 extra in there. Of Clubs and Emma Racing, the battle for P4. Clubs on the outside, Emma Racing gets the inside, and there he goes. Can he go for a switch? I don't think so. And he dipped into the curbs in there, and the curbs are still super moist. They're beyond moist. They have a lot of like standing water there outside the truck. Look at Krulov trying to attack Egon now. Now we're seeing the battle between the new softs and the old softs. But Egon's got 1 pit stop advantage. I think both of these guys, I think Beard maybe might be the only guy that doesn't need to do another stop. Oh sorry, he still needs to do 1 stop. But he's so far forward that it's not a problem for him. But for everyone else, watch this battle here. Look at Egon go around the inside of King of Clubs. Krulov now needs to deal with the King. Meanwhile, Bells finally goes into the pits. Lap 13. I think he wants to go for 1 pit stop only. Egon ended up picking up a penalty. Oh, last minute change of position there for King of Clubs. That was a little bit sudden. To the outside. He's definitely moving under braking, but that was a weird moving under braking. He's moving out of the way. Battle for 4th position. The GTR now retired. GTR officially. Versus Porsche. Love is just trying to find the right moment in there. He does not want to wait into the penalty. If he can get past sooner, he will. Egan is defending quite well as well. For someone with very worn softs. Normally when your tires get to this point, people start to notice some drop in performance. He's doing quite well. There we go. Penalty. Love gets past. Now, Emma Racing. Oh, that was plowing through that curb. Still safe. It's not too far back from Croatian. In terms of tires, they're both good. Beardface, 15 seconds gap to Croatian. Emma Racing now with the fastest lap, 31.5. Decent. Let's go check the guys at the back. Chevy and Kobe, the two drivers with the medium tires. They're there fighting each other. What did Bells do? Bells put medium as well. I thought so. I don't think the softs would have lasted. I think it was like 14, 15 laps. Or whatever it was there. Bear in mind, the guys had a couple of laps in the wet with the soft, so that increases its lifespan. So I have 3 drivers with the mediums here at the back. They shouldn't need any more pit stops. Hoping the penalty, Chevy the first man to dip into the pits. Kobe's got a lot more fuel than Chevy. Chevy might need to save a little bit, it's a bit too early. Estes is now in 7th. Fell down to P6. Lost more positions. King of Clubs there got the position back. Love Emma Racing, Croatian Beardface. Now I wonder, are we gonna have more rain? Because I can still see some clouds here looming over the track. If we get more rain, then everything that these guys have done so far goes through the window. We still have 13 more laps. Yeah, Beard will need a pit stop. He's probably gonna put softs again. But I would delay the pit stops as much as he can, because if the rain comes again, you don't know how strong it's gonna be. You might need another pit stop. So everybody now starting to do their own thing. Emma Racing improves his personal best and the fastest lap of the race, 1:31.453. How are they doing? King of Clubs picking up another penalty, just waiting for the second pit window. You know, for the guys who started on softs. Both King of Clubs and Egan, they started on softs. So these two are bang on the same pace. Oh, Egan going for the move on the inside, gets the job done. Not the best racing line in there, end up with a little bit of contact with King of Clubs. King of Clubs was trying to go for the switch and Egan was just like parked in the apex. Estes now coming close. The fresher softs. Going purple sector as well. S is still going with the Jag. I don't think that many people changed cars actually. Maybe King of Clubs. I don't remember him having a Porsche before, but I don't remember what he was driving in the first half of the season. So S is now joining the party. Purple sector for S's again. Even though he's catching up with his guys. Gap's going down very, very quickly. You know, S is a very fast guy. Currently top 3 in the championship. Gonna lose a bit of time now. King of Clubs went off the track. Yep, picked up a penalty. It's gonna cost S just the fastest lap for sure. Yeah, he was going 0.1 down, now he's 0.6 up. Not gonna be very happy about that, but oh well. It's a good battle here in the middle of the pack. For the weather and we wait for the next pit window. Now I don't think that the stops are gonna last the whole thing. It's impossible. I was clocking 33s there with the medium. 32s for Chevy is against PB. Not too bad. Left from Toby behind. Doing a good race there in the beginning, but that spin was not ideal. The gap between the top 2 drivers gone down a little bit. It was 15 for a good while, now it's 13.6. That is part of Croatian, clocking a couple of 31s lap after lap. You know what I'm really curious about? Look at the tire wear, Croatian versus Beardface. You know, Beard is probably the guy with the best tire management here in this championship. Egan going to the pits, or the pits for him. His tires are not much more worse than Beardface actually. It's an early pit, but he feels that he's losing time. Quick work there from the Porsche team. A little bit more juice. There he goes, raising softs. And now the pit lane is dry, so he's not gonna lose too much time. Oh no! Just because I said 3 seconds penalty to Egan. It comes out at the back of the pack, behind the guys with the medium tire. So he's got a faster car, faster tire compound. But he's gonna have work to do. But we have to wait for the rest of the guys to pit as well. There's a lot of pits to go, except for these 3 guys. So considering Egan came back right behind him, I think King of Clubs and Estes might be at risk from the medium tire gang as well. There's gonna be a close merge, so to speak. Maybe Estes can go without stopping again. The tire's gonna be pretty freaking bad if he doesn't stop. Purple sector for Emma Racing again. The Lexus. Not too bad with the tire wear here for him. Complaining about tires of the Lexus a couple of times in the past during the season. Not too bad here. Loads of pops and bangs though. Need to check the engine, mate. It's making some weird noises. I'm starting to think that these guys don't want to stop again. I think they don't need to stop again. It's not about wanting, it's about needing, rather. It's interesting because if they have to stop, the pit stops here cost you like some 20 seconds plus. 20 seconds. Okay, Bell is 51 behind. Never mind. 20 seconds here, so if Beardface stops, he will come back behind Club. I'm assuming 20 seconds. Let's look at someone who stopped recently. There was Egan, right? So was clocking 33s, and then he had a 15 of 47. That is 20. That's like more like 37, 40 seconds pit stop. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. That's a very long pit stop. If my calculations are correct. So then if he stops, yeah, if he stops, he would be just in front of the medium tire gang. Let's wait and see, let's wait and see. The gap now between P1 and P2 is maintaining. MR Racing, super close. Did not further improve his lap time in the last lap. So here's the situation. We have Beardface out in front. We have P2 to P4 fairly close to each other, like 4 seconds, 2 to 4 seconds between them. It's not a lot in this track, considering the penalty fast that we've seen in the past. And then you have the rest of the guys here. Well, P5 and P6 is still close up, and then from P7 to the back you have everyone else. Egan with the softs, he managed to get Colby already. But Chevy's quite far ahead. Chevy's clocking 32s on medium tires. Even just did a 32 now on soft. Let's look at the next lap. We have gonna have 7 laps left to go. 8 laps to go to be completed. Right, he's clocking 33s now. That's not amazing. Don't think he's gonna get Chevy like that. Bell's doing 33s as well on mediums. He's going quicker. Now King of Clubs got very worn out softs. Yeah, I think no one else will try to stop anymore. I think they're just gonna try to go the distance. It's getting to that point where if you stop now, it's not worth it. 33s for Beard and 32 still for Croatian, but that's a second per lap, give or take. We have 7 laps, 11 seconds. That's not enough. So that gap needs to go down exponentially rather than linearly for Croatian to be able to do something here. The man with the beard, pole position and race winner in the sprint. Maybe came up with the best strategy as well here for the main race. Wet start. I'm slightly worried about his tires. Racing with a penalty. Didn't see as many penalties here in the main race as we saw during sprint. That's what I said, the guys know how to race a GR3 more. They are used to this track and car combination. You know, they can do cleaner races. Of clubs in P6. Big gap in front, big gap behind. Kobe in the pits. Kobe's in the pits. And he's just stopped. I think Kobe picked up some damage. And the team is there. All the mechanics looking at the car, trying to figure out what happened. I think that means retirement for Kobe. the team. Look the guy on the right there, just with his arms crossed. Now he's like looking down, see something clinging under the car. Not sure if he's gonna find from that far. Needs to get closer, mate. He gets up, crosses his arms again, using the mechanic. Back to the race. King of clubs now with a half a second penalty. Yeah, the tires, they're gonna last, but it's gonna be tight. It's going to be very tight for the guys that start in the race on the slicks with a no-stop strategy. Also the fuel, just thinking out loud, there's a whole fuel thing as well. Krulov clocking 31s here, and we're racing 33s. So Krulov is now closing that gap. He doesn't have that much more fuel than these guys, but he's pushing hard. Not a lot more fuel, not a lot more tires. Somehow the GTR is putting in the lap times. It's good for him. And the gap between Croatian and Beard is now down to 9 seconds. It is going down, but just not quick enough. So 4 laps to go, and it's about a second per lap. We are at 8 seconds gap. It is still in the favor of Beardface, but he needs to be careful with the tires, especially that rear right. And there's no more water to cool down the tires here. Some grass though. I think the grass cools down the tires. Even the curbs are dry now. Hear the tire noise there. Yeah, you need to be careful with that, mate. You want to make these tires last. Going up to the 34s now. Croatian 32.3, so that's now a second and a half per lap. It's become exponential rather than linear. The drop with 4 laps to go. 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 laps to complete. The drama. We're racing only 2 seconds from Croatian. There's 1 penalty away from P2, and also Krulov 3 seconds. A couple of penalties away from the podium. Just 1 more pass there. I think the mechanics are still trying to figure out what happened to Kobe's car. Did he stop again? No, I think it's just a bug there. Egan is P9 with an extra pit stop. Was way too much time, and Chevy's putting down the laps with the medium tires. Chevy's going really quick and improving, going quicker even. That's impressive. Bells as well. Maybe the mediums, good strategy, but maybe if they started with the mediums, they would have lost more time in the beginning, but they would have been fresher towards the end and get the time back on the guys in the sub. Look at King of Clubs doing 35s now. Worn out softs. Right, fuel warning for Croatian. We have 3 more laps to go. It's not only tires a problem, fuel as well. As I'm pushing through 29 laps on the limit. Beard super tidy there with the throttle. 4,000 kilometers clocked on his Porsche, while MR Race has got 300 kilometers on the Lexus. Yeah, man. 5,000 here for operation. You see how much time these guys have behind the wheel of these cars. And it shows. It also shows if you have this little kilometers and you're still up here fighting for a podium, you know, that shows something else. It's the Goku versus Vegeta thing, you know, the hard work versus the natural talent. I'm not saying who's who here, but anyway. 2 more laps to go. Oh, I can see some battle here in the grid. Where is it? Down here, it's Bells and Chevy. As we approach the final laps of the race, we have here a fight for positions. As cool as that is, to keep an eye here on our race leader because the gap is now down below 5 seconds. Below 5 seconds, but the fuel for Croatian, he cannot push too much. MR Race has got a bit more fuel and Krulop's got even more, but the gaps between all of them are going down. Bells and Chevy, both of them with the medium tires. Bells with the fresher medium, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference right now. It's going even quicker. Right, let's go to the front. Oh, I saw a little bit of a wiggle there from Beardface. Stay away from the penalties, mate. As he enters the final lap of the race, leading virtually from start to finish. Well, you know, Pombarda's strategy, once he got in the front, he was in the front, able to stay there. The perfect strategy, so to speak, here. Very, very bold, starting with the soft tires. Going the whole way, managing tires and fuel. The gap's gone up a little bit, 4.3, 4.4. I think Croatian is now at risk of running dry. And MR Racing of running out of rubber. I think Beer's got this one. Croatian has had to lift off, lift the foot. It's too risky to keep pushing. Through the hairpin he goes. Where's the fuel there? He's got like 2 or 3 pixels left. It might be just enough for Croatian, but he needs to be careful. Must be on the fuel map 6 now. Back to Beard race. 4.5 seconds gap. But the tires are really worn out. He needs to be careful now. The final 2 corners, they're tricky. They demand a lot of the tires. Keeps it on the track. That's 1. Final corner for Beardface. And that is clean. And he's gonna take another win here. Sector 7 Racing Toyota GR Cup round 7 goes to Beardface. Croatian takes second, followed really closely by MR Racing. Krulov not too far back. Amazing display of skills from those guys, but Beardface, the strategist today, started with the softs, very, very bold, and managed to, you know, keep those tires and the fuel, you know, the whole race. Very good job. Essence will bring it home here with the Jag in P6. It's an okay result for him in the championship. King of Clubs, oh, the tires are super worn out and Bells is closing in. I think King of Clubs got it. And it's P6 for King of Clubs, followed by Bells and Chevy. The 2 of them with the medium tires. Even coming to cross the finish line for the last time today. He will take home the P9, still got the blinkers on. There he comes celebrating. And Tron Kobe. Unfortunately, the mechanics still unable to figure out what happened to his car there, the Mercedes GT3 car, doing worse than Ferrari F1. but this man will certainly be very, very happy with the results. Beardface with 2 wins today in the sprint and in the main race, but Croatian with a P2. Oh, look at that, he's out of fuel now. He's definitely out of fuel. So Croatian still gets some important points here for the championship, but MR Racing with this 3rd position is back in the fight for the silver and the bronze. Krulov 4th and S is in 5th. That's the top 5 general in the championship. But here he is, the man with the beard and the face. 2 wins in a row, 6 positions raised. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. Let's get the replay as well, just in case. The official results for you one more time. Beardface with the win, Croatian and MR Racing, the top 3 in the podium. MR Racing also with the fastest lap of the race, 1:31.453. Not too bad. Krulov, Estes, King of Clubs, Bells, Chevy, and then Egon and Tron Colby, which end up retiring with mechanical problems. On a 2020 car and having mechanical problems, while the guys in 2017, 2018 still racing quite well. You know, I think he needs to have a conversation with the team. Maybe, you know, have a look at the car. It's another Porsche 1-2. These guys here have been dominating the championship so far. Very good job there, Beardface. Very good job everyone for being here today. It was a fun race there with the GR Corolla. Very good race here with the GR3s in the rain. I love that. I like to see a bit of different type of excitement on the track. Really good to be doing this live with you guys as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the rebroadcast. Thank you Stumpy GT and full racing team for being here in the chat with us, keeping me also some company in the chat. I see you guys in a couple of weeks. We're not gonna have a broadcast this coming weekend because we did this live, and also the reason why I cannot be here next weekend is because I'm gonna be at Mobara Twin Circuit here in Japan, doing some racing with my Honda Fit. Really looking forward to that. I might, you know, just follow me on Instagram at RallyCrossGT. I'm gonna be posting some stories from the stadium, from the circuits. There's also some drift cars going in there, so that's gonna be pretty cool. One more time, thanks everybody for watching this broadcast. This is Sector 7 Racing Toyota GR Cup. You're watching here on Rallycross GT channel. Kurt Dunninger, your host for today. Always a pleasure having you guys with me. And I see you in the next one.